Hello, beautiful first graders. How are you today? I hope you're doing good. I want to just do a quick check-in and let's see who's with us today. We've got from Mullen Elementary, Mrs. Gordy's class. Then we've got Mrs. Knight, Trusky, and Davison's class. And Miss Snyder. Hi, guys. We are so glad you're all here. Throwing it over to Riverview. We've got Mrs. Smith, Mrs. Libatori, Mrs. Gressack, and Miss Fleck. So glad you are joining us, Riverview and Mullen kids. And we hope you're having a great day today. So I'm so glad you joined us because we wanted to talk to you a little bit about something today. We wanted to talk to you a little bit about this word, purpose. Yeah, good reading. Purpose. A purpose is your reason for doing something. For example, if I sneeze and I cover my nose with a tissue or my arm, my purpose for doing that is so I don't spread germs, right? If you are going out on a bike ride and you put on a helmet, what do you think your purpose is for doing that? Think about it. Why do you think you would put on a helmet? What's your purpose? Yeah, it's to protect your head and everything inside of your head too. So we all do things every day with a purpose. But you know who else does things with a purpose? Authors. Yeah, authors do things with a purpose too. And the things that they do is they write. They write their books or their comics or their stories. And a lot of times those authors have a purpose, a reason why they wrote that story. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about an author's purpose. And don't be afraid of that big word purpose. It really just means his reason or her reason for doing something. And it also says there, author's purpose, it's as easy as pie. I wonder what that means. Should we check? Yeah, let's do it. So authors write books for lots of different reasons, okay? One reason that an author might write a book is to persuade you to do something or to try something. And that's the first thing we're going to be looking at right here in the blue. Why do authors write books? Well, they do it to persuade you. And it might not just be books that they're writing. It might be, commercials. And they're trying to get you to go to their restaurant and eat their food. It might be a political ad, I know those are big words, where they're trying to get you to vote for a certain man or woman for president. But one of the reasons that authors write is to persuade people. If you've ever seen a McDonald's commercial, those aren't there just for you to watch. They're there to try to get you to come in. They're there to try to get you to try some of those good French fries and chicken nuggets. Okay, so one of the reasons authors write is to persuade, to try to get you to do something. And that's the P. That's what the P stands for. There's more reasons though. Another reason an author will write something is to give you facts and information. Now, last week we learned a lot about what facts and opinions were. Well, if an author is writing to inform you, they're giving you the facts. They're not giving you their opinion. They're telling you something that they want you to know. There are facts in things like recipes. There are facts in a lot of nonfiction books and even in science and social studies. So an author might write a story or an article or even a recipe to inform you, okay? To teach you some facts about something. The last reason that we're going to talk about today, an author might write something, is to entertain you. Yeah. When an author's purpose is to entertain you, they're trying to make you enjoy the story. These are stories like, fiction books and fantasy books. Sometimes they could even be comic books too. So the reason the pie is there is so you can look at the first letter in each word that is the author's purpose. And if you put them together, P-I-E spells pie. So that's just a little trick to help you maybe remember why authors do what they do, what their purpose is. They do it to persuade, to inform, and to entertain. Very good. Got some examples down here I wanted to share with you. Okay, so remember, to persuade means to try to get you to do something. So an author might write a commercial or an advertisement. An author might also offer their opinion and have reviews of maybe a play or a movie. And like I said, it might be political ads, which is, maybe seeing who you're going to vote for president. So some authors write things to persuade you. They want you to do something. They want you to believe what they believe. And so they write to persuade you. The I is to inform. And some types of things that can inform you are nonfiction stories, the news, history and science books, biographies, and even recipes. Because if I don't know how to make a cherry pie, but I want to make one, I would find a recipe. And that recipe would inform me how to do it. The last one, the E, the entertain. Authors write books to entertain you. And some of those kinds of books and things might be joke books, fiction, fantasy, adventure books, and comic books. They hold your attention, and they don't necessarily write to teach you something, but so you have a good time while you're reading them. Very nice. So really today, that's what we're talking about. We are talking about author's purpose. And I have a little chart over here, if you'll take a look with me really quick, that I made. I'm going to turn the phone, and it says author's purpose. So I made this chart, and in this chart, it basically has 3 purposes for one topic, or 3 reasons. And I'm going to share with you those reasons in a minute. But I want you to look over here. Yum. That is one of my favorite foods. At the top, what do you guys see? What is that? Yes, M&Ms. Do you like M&Ms? Oh, I love them. I like them too much, actually. And for some reason, my bag of M&Ms was empty. I don't know how that happened. And so I thought I would use it to kind of help teach you a little bit more about the author's purpose. So everything that I'm going to share with you is about M&Ms. That's a cool topic, and I think most of us have had them before, right? So I made this chart. I'm going to turn again, and I'm sorry. I made this chart here to show you the differences between an author persuading you to do something, an author informing you about something, and an author's who wants to entertain you, okay? So all of these things are going to be about M&Ms, but I want to show you the difference. Ready? So on the persuade side, if I were trying to persuade you to get some M&Ms for yourself, if it was a commercial, or if you were in a store and saw an advertisement, these might be some things that you might see or read about. The author, in trying to persuade you, could say, M&Ms taste amazing. M&Ms are the best candy in the world. You won't know what you missed if you don't try these delicious candies. M&Ms make your mouth water. So by reading that author did not write those things to inform you. No, those things weren't facts. They were opinions. And sometimes when authors are writing to persuade, they do so by offering their opinions and their feelings about things, okay? Which is very different from this one, to inform. Now remember, to inform you, you're giving facts. So let's read some of these facts. I bet you can think of some all on your own. So here's the author wrote these things, and these are facts. They can be proven. M&Ms have chocolate on the inside. Absolutely. M&Ms have a candy shell on the outside. M&Ms can be yellow, red, blue, green, orange, and brown. There are many different kinds of M&Ms. Wow, if you didn't know anything about M&Ms, right there were 4 facts that you just learned about those because the author was informing you. They weren't offering their opinion and trying to persuade you. They were informing you. They were telling you facts and giving you information that is true about M&Ms. So do you see the difference a little bit in between persuading someone and informing someone? All right, let's go to the last one. The last one is entertain. And this one's very different than the first two. This might be an example of what an author might write if they were trying to entertain you with the topic of M&Ms. They might say, once there was a girl who found some magic M&Ms. And then the story would go on. What do you think would happen with those magic M&Ms? Or, I planted mini M&Ms in my garden and they grew into M&M plants. Well, that would be entertaining. I want to read more about that. Here's the next one. I ate so many M&Ms, I turned into one. I'd really like to read that story. That would definitely entertain me. I sometimes worry that will happen to me. And here's the last one. On Halloween, I got 1 million packs of M&Ms. Wow. So do you see, authors have reasons for writing, and those reasons can be different, and they are different. What we want you to remember is from today's lesson that the author's purpose is his reason for writing a story. And there are different reasons to persuade, to inform, and to entertain. So I hope you learned a little bit about the purpose or the reason why authors write. Thank you for tuning in. In a little while, I'm going to record a book for you guys, and you're going to have to decide if what I'm reading to persuade you, I'm reading to inform you, or I'm reading to entertain you. So I want you to be thinking about those 3 words, because coming up, there's going to be a story, and your job is to figure out the author's purpose. All right, Groovy Kids, thanks for joining today. We appreciate it, and we'll talk to you soon.